Hama.
Yes.
Hama Linden. Woohoo!
Thanks, Drew.
This song's all about you, my dear.
Uh-oh.
Just with my 9 to 5, and I made it home alive. Take off my shoes, I pinch my feet, and undress quickly like a cat in heat. Putting on my favorite dress, something on his shoulder breast. Earrings, makeup, power, rock the door in 5. Hand me the keys, baby, I wanna drive. You better make room for mama. If you can't keep up, then move to the right. Can't room for mama. I'm slowing down tonight. Just fill my tank with gas, and I'm planning going fast. You better make room for mama. There's no stopping me tonight. Rule books are made for some, but I'm out to have me some fun. You slow down at the yellow light, well I speed up cause it's Friday night. Parking in a questionable spot. Don't matter baby cause I'm looking hot. When I'm this fucker to the front of the line, where there's a martini waiting with my name on the side. You better make room for mama. If you can't keep up then move to the right. Make room for mama. I'm slowing down tonight. Just fill my tank with gas, and I'm planning going fast. You better make room for mama. There's no stopping me tonight. Make my way through the crowd, baby, grab my hands, while I can pop the waters to the promised land. Yeah, I'm on the with the mission, don't stand in my way. If you ain't with the problem, then get out of the way. People in the circle, baby, grab their hands. Come on, baby, I'ma give you a chance. People in the circle, baby, grab their hands. Come on, baby, I'ma give you a chance. You better make room for mama. If you can't keep up, then move to the right. Make room for mama. I'm slowing down tonight. Make room for mama. If you can't keep up, then move to the right. Make room for mama. I'm slowing down tonight. Just fill my tank with gas, and I'm planning going fast. You better make room for mama. There's no stopping me tonight. Make room for mama. There's no stopping me. There's no stopping me. There's no stopping me tonight.
Woo! Hama! Thanks, Drew. Hama Linden. That's cool, man. All right. Well, we're gonna make room for you right here. And you know, interesting. Like, are you a mama?
Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't know, but you didn't. You said you're a MILF in that song, so.
Because it works.
Yeah, I caught the MILF. I caught the MILF thing in there. That word just like jumped out, man. So who'd you write this for?
You know, honestly, it was just a party song. My whole album, Southern Comfort, which is the new album, every single song was written on the road.
Oh, wow.
And that particular song was written on my way from performing in, it wasn't New Paltz, it was, oh gosh, I forgot. But it was this really cool place in upstate New York, and I was traveling down and through to Connecticut. And for whatever reason, I remember why. Because this guy in front of me was driving really damn slow. And in my head, I'm like, yo, move out of the way. If you can't keep up, then move to the right. And that is exactly how the song got written.
I love
and
that.
In my head,
good for you.
It just became a dance song. And you know, I think of all these really cool women in their 30s and their 40s who are no longer young, but are still hot. We all go to the gym. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, you teach.
Yes, I do teach.
One of your students wrote.
Sylvia is right.
Yeah.
Hey, Sylvia.
Yeah,
She's watching right now. I know
so
she
sweet.
is. So those are my kids, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Even
that
though
does make sense.
Some of my age or older, it doesn't matter.
Right, yeah.
To some extent, I am their mama.
And a lot of them are mamas. Exactly. I know the gym now, I hate it, but I have to go. It's like part of I feel like it's part of the deal of being alive. Oh, and a performer. Yeah. It's like you have to, it's part of the, whatever it is. It's, but you teach, so do you work out too, or is that?
I do, in most cases.
So you have to go twice? Like, you have to teach and work out? Like, the teaching doesn't count?
Well, the funny thing is, I guess women have more energy in some ways than men do, and for me, I have extra cardio, if that makes sense. So I will still swim 90 laps in 90 minutes by myself. I will still run over an hour by myself because...
You have good knees? Like, well, I mean, there's nothing to you.
Yeah, it's technique and good shoes.
Really?
Yep, and or Kenya, I tell you the same thing.
Don't they go barefoot? Did you run with sneakers in Kenya?
I wouldn't do that.
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Did everybody?
They probably don't.
The professional ones did, but some people didn't.
Yeah, God. Wow. It's amazing, right?
Really good bodies. I love watching the Kenyans run. It's like, wow, they're gazelles. It's amazing.
I know. It's incredible. And well, you run an hour a day?
Not a day, but I'll run one day, swim the next day, run one day, do stuff the next day.
Do you take days off?
I usually take one. And it's just arbitrary. It depends on my schedule.
Do you have to force yourself to take a day off, or do you just go every day?
Well, scheduling will kind of determine that for me. Like if I'm driving upstate to do a gig, or if I know it's a driving day.
Now, if you all right, do you have any gigs coming up? Because I have so many questions on the other subject that I'm going to take all your time.
Well, actually, the April 6th gig is the day before my birthday, so your presence is my present, and that will be at Pianos.
Nice.
And there will also be other really awesome performers there. So it should be a very nice night. Rose is putting the whole night together.
That's nice. And what day of the week is that?
It's a Sunday, 7 to 9.
April 6th.
April 6th, which is Sunday.
And your birthday's the 7th.
It's a Monday, yes.
That's fine.
I get a Monday this year.
Wow, so it's Aries already. It is Aries.
April 7th, whose birthday is my birthday?
Who?
Billie Holiday.
Ah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Wow. Billie Holiday. And today is Diana Ross's birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, she was the best Billie Holiday. I mean, if you gotta have someone play her. Did you see Lady Sings the Blues?
I have.
Oh my God, that's one of my most favorite movies in the whole world.
Yes.
I love that movie. Wow, so Make Room for Mama.
Yeah, and that's from Southern Comfort. Southern Comfort,
do you drink Southern Comfort? Like, why would you call an album Southern Comfort? I can't see you drinking.
I'm trying to get in touch with Southern Comfort, so if you're out there and you do their marketing, I'm still trying to pitch the song to you. Please call me or call my label Blue Pie. Thank you. But actually, the reason I wrote Southern Comfort, another road song, speaking of Tennessee, love Tennessee, recorded the album in Tennessee, had the best people playing on that album, steel guitar and dulcimer and all kinds of great instruments, is when you go to Tennessee, it's like, people are like, come sit down, have a drink, hang out with us, did you get enough to eat? It's not like New York where people just
I don't think you eat. But we got some food for you.
People pretend you're not there, and it's like they have the iPod headphones in their ears, and it's like, no, I'm right here, dude. And no one ignores you. In fact, they want to talk to you.
So did you drink Southern Comfort?
I did not. I've had lots of beer.
Lots of really good beer?
Yeah, I love microbrews.
Oh, good for you.
Oaky, dark microbrews are what I like.
Good for you. Good for you. Not with a little shot of Southern Comfort. Have you ever had Southern Comfort?
I think
Do you know
what
it tastes like?
I've had Jack Daniels. It's kind of close, but don't tell them that.
No, it's not. It's different.
Then I have to say I have not. I drink Kahlua a lot.
Kahlua?
Kahlua, yeah.
I think it's more. It is more liqueur-y though, Southern Comfort. Yeah. Than Jack Daniels. Do you like Jack Daniels? I know it's a little rough, right? It's tough.
I'm not into whiskey. It's got to be kind of sweet for me to, partake of it.
So wait, what's the one that's sweet that everybody drinks? The Jägermeister.
Jäger's good.
Yeah, that's like candy, right? Exactly. It's like. That's a dangerous one, right?
Jäger's good. I like Goldschlager better though. It's kind of similar. If your throat's kind of bothering you, it's a good something.
That's cool. So April 6th is the next. What else is going on with you?
Going to Maryland soon, and I'm still building around that date. But I did just come back from doing a Home Life Expo up in New Hampshire.
And what's that?
Just this really big event. It's like farm equipment and things you can put in your house.
Did you
gardening.
perform there?
I did. I was on stage for 2 hours. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, believe it or not.
I believe it. You were born in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Did you always live in New York? Have you ever lived anywhere else?
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in the South. Tennessee in particular, Virginia, Kansas.
And why are you the angry chick? I mean, you're not angry chick anymore, right?
That evolved.
Yeah.
When I first did Angry Chick, I was doing cover songs of people like Alanis Morissette and Melissa Etheridge, but again, like you, it didn't seem to work with some people, so as I began to change my writing style, you know, things again began to evolve. I don't know if I got nicer, but I definitely got more commercial, definitely got more country. You know, I still have the rock thing going on, but Southern Comfort's very different than Better Late Than Never, and Better Late Than Never is very different from Uninhibited, so, but the songs have evolved. There's definitely an underlying story to Better Late Than Never, where it's like a single woman's journey through life and God and, you know, disappointment and, you know, all the ups and downs, including death.
So were you the angry chick then?
Some of the time. That was a dark and light album.
Okay.
That was like your black and tan. You had the dark, you had the light.
Okay.
And Southern Comfort, I mean, you can't have a good country album if you don't have some like breakups and dead dogs and stuff.
So who do you like to listen to, like from Southern music?
Love Miranda Lambert, Lady A, Van Perry. Those are really good influences for me. Just to throw off the top of my head.
And if you had a dream or a fairy godmother, what would you wish for?
I would like to have a duet with either Miranda Lambert or Kelly Clarkson.
Aww, that is like the cutest thing I ever heard. That is a really... We do ask for a skeleton from your closet. It is National Spinach Day, and people are just like not as excited about spinach stuff as I am.
I'll take this after I finish talking so I don't cough.
Alright. So do you have a good skeleton? Like a dirty little ditty that nobody knows about?
I have no idea.
Camera?
I can tell you my skeleton is exactly 5'1". My waist is actually bigger than it looks, even though I only wear size 0. It's just I have a very big back because I swim a lot. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you have the biggest back I ever saw. Oh my god, it's huge.
When they go to fit me for costumes, like for extra work and stuff, they're like, well, what dress size are you? I'm like, well, kind of a 0, but if you try to go by waist size, I'm kind of a 27, so I don't know. But
wow, really?
It's because of my back. Yeah.
Your waist is big because of your back?
Yeah, like I go straight down. I don't like have...
What'd you eat today? I'm just curious.
Egg white omelet with portobellos, peppers, mushrooms, spinach that I made myself.
Spinach? You ate some spinach today. Good for you.
And it had almond cheese, and I had a 7-Eleven coffee.
So you're not vegan because you ate an omelet?
Well, I like the egg whites. I won't eat egg yolks just because I don't like them.
Or is it also because you are politically correct? Do you eat everything politically correct?
Or everyone? No. Anyways.
It just seems like it, doesn't it?
I do eat a lot of fish. I haven't had meat, real meat, or walking meat of any kind since 1998.
Good for you.
January.
Yeah, I know. I think that's a good thing. But what made you stop?
I was in Singapore. Oh, I guess this is a skeleton.
Yeah, here we go.
Not really, but I was working for Sesame Street. I was Elmo. I was Elmo.
In Singapore or in real life?
In Singapore.
Like what?
I'm not Kevin Clash. You know Kevin Clash?
Wait, did you dress up like Elmo?
We had to wear the costumes.
So was it on television or like?
On a cruise ship.
Wow.
So we were performing on a cruise ship as Elmo, and we had Cookie, and we had, it was Elmo, Cookie, and Count.
Can you talk like Elmo?
No.
So did you talk?
No, it's a recorded track. Wow. So Kevin Clash does the voice.
Wow.
For all the shows, yeah.
How long were you Elmo?
In that show, like 7 weeks. I was in Singapore, like half the day we were just on the ship. We would see movies, work out, hang out in the sun. I was constantly...
So what made you stop eating meat?
So when I was in Singapore, I did everything I could to get off the ship. I did not want to just hang out on the ship. When we docked, I was like the first crew member off.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
We have to wait for the passengers to get off first, but I was the first crew member off. That was it. And there's this really cool island called Sentosa. And at the time, you know, being on a cruise ship, and I was still eating meat back then, and when you're not cooking for yourself, and other people are cooking for you, and there's all kinds of preservatives, you gain weight. It's a cruise ship. You're going to. Even if you work out, even if you do everything. So at that time, I was a little more curvy. Maybe that's a skeleton, I don't know. So anyway, I go on Sentosa Island, I'm walking around, there's really cool stuff, and there's a book, and it says, milk is not fit for human consumption. So I start reading about it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm always getting sick, I'm always getting sinus infection, this makes a lot of sense. There was a second little booklet, and it said, it was just talking about veganism altogether. They promote no fish, but at the same time, they're like, the more you can do not to eat meat, the better for your health. Sure enough, I tried it. I'm like, this is crazy. Not only did I lose weight really fast, I mean like really fast, like 15 pounds within like 2 months, but I got very tight, my skin got better, and I went through this really weird transformation where things that used to make me angry stopped making me angry. And their explanation was that when you eat meat and it dies and it has the antibiotics, that's part of what was making me sick all the time, is I had no build-up to antibiotics, is you're ingesting the anger and the fear of the animal when they're killed. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, bullshit. No, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, that would piss me off, but it's not pissing me off anymore. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's good.
So that was kind of wild.
And then you turned into Angry Chick anyway.
And then I turned into Angry Chick.
Yeah, so I guess it worked somehow. Exactly. So what's your website?
It's my name, KAMALINDEN.com, so it's CameraLinden.com. There's 3 albums and a single for sale. There's Uninhibited. There is Better Late Than Never, you'll know that one because I'm like running for a cab. And Southern Comfort, I have my cowboy hats and looks really awesome. The artwork was done by Sarita from Blue Pie, came out great. And I actually have a single, which is It Takes All Kinds, and it's a children's song because someone just dared me to write a children's song one day.
Goes back to your Elmo.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you want to push a button?
Push a button.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I like the music note.
Thank you so much for visiting. Thank you so much. Camera Linden. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Offender to myself.